ground style of deck, he's most likely not going to be doing much attacking, so this card's actually slightly better than something like Sakuretsu Armor in that regard. The triple Ojama trio, double Raigeki Break, Ring of Destruction, and Torrential Tribute rounding out the main 40. For the side, I am siding into as much of my old deck as humanly possible from the prior episode, just because it did so well. The problem is I can't side like 20 plus cards, and I want to have a couple of other cards in here in case Gage is deciding to play a slower deck. So we have the Chaos Emperor, we have Warrior Lady, Jinzo, Merchant, 2 Tomatoes, a Shining Angel, a Skilled Dark Magician, 2 copies of Swarm of Locusts. This is actually just as an insurance policy, just so we have more ways to deal with spells and traps if he is on that style of deck. This is also a dark though, so I wouldn't mind siding this in, just so we have more darks for Chaos Emperor. A Fissure and a Smashing Ground if we need some more removal. If he's not on a deck like Burn, if he's on like a more traditional style of deck, that's what I'm going to side probably these 12 cards in for. Probably take out like the Dragon package. I can afford to keep like final attack orders in. I think that's okay. And triple Light of Intervention in case he decides to go back to Pac-Man or any sort of Burn deck where he's going to try to wall up. This card's going to ensure that none of those effects are going to go off. So guys, it's going to be a wacky episode. I feel like Gage should probably be on this deck, and I really hope that he is. Otherwise, we might be in trouble. And let's hope that we can just ensure that we're going to see the wheel one more time, and let's hope we can see Giant Trune resolve, because Gage is going to shit when he sees it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to...
I'm not going to make this mistake again. I'm not going to do it. I almost just queued up the deck. Oh my god, can you imagine, bro? Second week, Pot of Greed, and on top of that, bro, Imperial Order. I'm losing my mind, dude. I need to play these cards. Oh, man. Alright, this is looking much better than it was before. I'm happy with this. Let's do it.
Well, Gage, rest assured, I'm back from being underwater, compared to last time. Just time for a good old Ancient Sanctuary, huh? What a fantastic set, wouldn't you agree?
Man, just following from, like I said, the wake of IOC, it's like all these other sets here are just like, they're releases, you know, but Invasion of Chaos, it has such a climactic point of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's hard to top it.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like you would... It's a tall order to really stand up to IOC, right? I can't even think of what set after IOC would really even compare to changing the meta in the way that that set did. It's a tough call for sure.
Maybe Phantom Darkness. That's my look, is Phantom Darkness is another kind of thing.
Another one of the dark sets.
Yeah, weird.
Right. It's, I don't know. And Ancient Sanctuary, it's not even like a good set. No. It's pretty bad, all things considered.
Yep.
But some interesting cards in here. I'm very curious to see what route you took for this episode. I don't think it's necessarily clear cut, but I guess we'll have to see. So I'm ready to get into it if you are.
I'm ready, dude. Let's do it.
All right, let's shout the patron. It's Gage Better Win. Nice and simple. And
I'm going to. Don't worry, I'm going to.
All right, fun.
When I get the choice to, I feel good about it. And you know what? I feel real good allowing you, Alex, to go first.
Letting me go first. Oh god, this is not good. Alright. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, my man.
Well, we're starting with Pot of Greed, so I'm going to play
strong.
I don't know how strong it is, if I'm being honest. I'm going to set 1 monster and 2 back row, and let's throw it to you.
Okay, cool. I will drop. Stand by me.
That's the extra card, huh? Interesting.
Alright, I'm going to activate Painful Choice.
Alright.
Already a good
Show
one.
me my options.
Alright, let me give you some good ones, bud. Here, one is going to be a Night Assailant. Fresh from the new set here. Pretty good looking guy. I'll dump a Sacred Crane. I will dump a Bottomless Trap Hole. I'll dump a Magical Merchant, and last guy I'll dump is a Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Nice little, array of monsters there to pick from.
Yeah, it's an awkward decision because no matter what I give you, you're gonna have a light and a dark, which isn't great. So there's no way to keep you off of Chaos, but that's fine, I guess. I think the weakest card here is probably Sacred Crane, so I think I'm gonna give you that one.
Okay, I'll take a Crane. Everything else goes to grave. Alright, I'll throw down the Crane. Big 16. Sure. Now.
It is Sangan.
Okay.
Let's go dig it.
Yeah, you can go grab something. No problem to me.
And, what do we get? I think I'll pick myself up in Exiled Force.
Okay. I will go main phase 2. I'll set 1, 2. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay. I'll draw, I'll set, and I'll throw 2.
Alright, I'll draw. Stand by me. I'll throw down a second Sacred Crane.
Excellent.
Awesome. I will overlay for...
Did you know I didn't pull a single one of these?
No, I think you told me last episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm lucky. All right, I'm gonna tackle one of them.
All right. Well, one is not going to be enough because you hit the dragon dwelling in the cave.
Wow, he's dwelling, bro. You are not playing that stupid construction. Stop it.
Take your 400,
I will take it.
but you wish you could overlay now.
I don't even think I care, honestly, about this stupid dweller. Yeah, go ahead. You can dwell.
All right. We'll see how long he'll be dwelling. Jeez, I'm just gonna set one pass.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'll draw. Stand by me. I will set a card, and I will just end my turn. Go ahead.
Okay, we saw one Night Assailant. Imagine there could be another one coming in my future here. I'll draw. I'm gonna run out this Exiled Force.
Okay.
Let's take out the set.
All right, it is Sanging. I will trigger Sanging.
Okay. ID good. Got punished for that.
Yep, you sure did. I'll add a Night Assailant from back to hand.
Now we get the Night Assailant. I think that's gonna do it for me. Go ahead.
Okay. I will draw. Stay on my phase, main phase. I will normal summon Exiled Force.
That's pretty good. I'll Torrential.
Okay. I figured you might have that at some point. That is fine. We'll clear it up.
Good. Clean him up.
Okay. I'm gonna activate Pre-Mat. I'll pay 8 and I'll target a Sacred Grave.
Pretty good. I figured you had pre-mat because you dumped it immediately off the painful choice. Thinking if I have a response here. I know you have Assailant in hand. Pretty good. I don't really want you getting that draw. I think I'm going to Raigeki break this.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. That's a lot to waste on it. I'll definitely be okay with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get 2 cards, so it seems pretty good. I'll draw. Let's run up Cliff.
Okay.
Let's get slicing.
When you enter the battle phase, I'll activate Raigeki Break.
See, you got one of your own!
Yep, I'll pitch Night Assailant and pop it.
Sure.
And then I'll trigger Night Assailant.
Yep.
Get to add a flip effect monster from graveyard to hand. I can add another copy of himself, Alex. That's the cool.
Yeah. What do you mean, buddy? This card's been errated now.
I don't even know if that's the best choice to get another copy of himself, though. I think it might be, actually. I am going to pick up a copy of himself.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm good.
Alright, I'll draw. Stand by me.
My eyes, Cliff destroyed a trap and took another card.
He did do his job. He did really do his job. I will activate Swords of Reveal. Yep. And your move.
I'll draw. Got a bit of a slow game on our hands here, I will say. I'm in a Rhoda.
Okay.
I will grab another Cliff.
Okay.
I'm gonna set 1 or 2.
Okay. I will draw. Stand by me. Oh, that's 1 on Swords, by the way.
Yep.
Gotta keep track. I will normal summon Mystic Tomato.
Sure.
Battle.
This is my Grey Wing. I'll Michizuri the tomato.
Not the tomato. Oh, he is gonna be gone. That's alright.
He will.
Okay. Go ahead.
We'll draw. We will. They've got Assailant. Swords will go to 2 at the end of this. I will set 1. I will set 1. And Swords is on 2.
It is. Alright, I will draw. Stand by main. I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw. This will be the end of Swords. Yeah, I'll just throw one down. They'll expire.
Alright, give me a big one. Draw. Stand by me. Alright, well, I mean, I guess now is as good of a time as any. I'm gonna activate Change of Heart on your face down.
Yeah, sure, you can take him.
What do we got? What do we got? Cliff, probably? Is it gonna show me? I'm gonna flip up one. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Alright, okay. Strange noise. Alright, so Jack Gary's on my side of the field now. Alright, I'm going to, activate Space Typhoon. We'll go on the fresh set.
Okay. It is Ojama Trio, so I'll chain it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
You can have some dudes.
I'll take some dudes, no problem. I will banish a light and a dark. And I will summon the Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End.
There he is.
Is he good?
It's good.
Alright, I'm gonna flip up the Gyaku Geyer Panda.
Sure.
I will go battle phase.
Okay.
8.
I'll take the 8. It's fine.
3.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, cool. Main 2.
Yep.
I will activate Chaos Emperor Dragon. I'll pay 1,000.
Just send it all, huh?
Yep, gonna get rid of all.
Alright, it was final attack orders.
Okay, so these 3 leave. I'm gonna take 9 for the tokens, right?
They're not destroyed, they're sent.
Do they have to be destroyed? Is that what it's
I think they have to be destroyed.
My
Fortunately, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Each time one is destroyed, yeah, so I guess you outplayed my tokens. Alright, so then I'm gonna be taking 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 2100 from everything.
Okay.
Okay. I'll take my damage. We're in top deck war.
No, because I have my Night Assailant trigger.
That's true.
We don't.
Night Assailant.
So I am going to get my Night Assailant, and I am going to pick up, we're going to go for Value Town here. I'm going to grab Magical Merchant. Have not normal summoned, so he's coming down. Go ahead.
Okay. Gonna need a good one. That's not a good one. Go ahead.
Draw. That is a good one for me. I'll flip.
Sure.
Merge. Big merge.
Smash. Okay.
Alright, I'll summon Kaiku.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Battle.
Yep.
18.
Take 18.
Cool.
Who you banish?
Vanish. I'll get rid of both of your cliffs, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, no, we'll do Cliff Sang, and that makes sense.
Sure.
And then put you down to 100.
Down to 100. Not dead yet.
Let's go. Alright, man. Good luck.
Gonna need a hell of a... Perfect way to end this. Sonic Duck!
Let's duck. Alright.
Take out the merchant.
Yep, I'll take 15.
I'll pass. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll draw. Stand by main battle. I'll kill you. Exact game.
I had order.
Good game.
It was exactly 100. It was hilarious.
Jeez, bro. He's like...
I knew this was a bad idea. When this is all over, I mean, there's still a game 2, possibly a game 3, but when this is all over, I'll explain my thought process. I think I tried to one-up myself too many times, like I usually do.
I think you've been trying to do that. Yeah. Like I pointed out something like right before we got into this game, and you're like, "Oh, you have no idea what I'm on." But bro, even if I have no idea what you're on, I can tell you it's not good. I'm pretty bad game 1, dude.
All right, buddy. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, man. Good luck, dude. You're gonna need it. I'm gonna go to main phase 1. I'm gonna set 1, 2, and 3. Your move, man. Go ahead.
All right, I will draw. Go to main phase 1 myself here. A lot of hits. There's Merchant. There's Night Assailant, Sangan, Tomato. A lot of things potentially. Could be my most concern. You know what? I think I'll just set a pair. I'll throw it to you. Let's see what you're cooking up.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand by phase, main phase. I will flip up Merchant, and I'll merge.
Was Merchant, sure.
Okay. Ooh, nice little MST.
Not bad.
I'll take it. Alright, I'm going to throw down Tsukiyomi, and I'm going to target my Merchant.
We're gonna do some little flip-flopping here. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice. I'll play right into your Saku, no problem. Battle, I'll go for 11.
The one Saku?
Yeah, the 1 Saku. Alright, cool. Nice. Main 2, I will just set a card, and then I'll go to my end phase. Put back the Tsukiyomi, your move.
Alright, probably set the MST, I would imagine. Suk back in hand. I'll go ahead and draw. Main 1. Alright, let's give this a shot. We're talking about Cliff.
Cliff. Yep, he's good.
Try to hit the Merchant.
Yeah, okay. I'll flip up the Merchant, and Merchant will merge.
You were hitting.
Oh, look, I'll take it.
Looks not bad.
Okay.
Second main, I'll just throw to you.
Okay, I'll draw. Alright, we'll summon Sacred Crane.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, battle with Sacred Crane. I'll poke you for 16 into your cliff.
Now you've still got Suk, which is annoying. I'm not thrilled about this. I'm gonna write Geki Break.
My! Go ahead and pitch.
I'll pitch this Locust.
Oh my, here I'm back, man. Oh man, dude, you're doing a little slow there. I will chain my body as a shield.
Got the mind body.
Yeah, I'll take
Alright,
this.
so you take the 15, I'll take 4 here.
Yep.
And Clip goes.
Alright, cool. I will go to my main phase 2. I'll set a card, pass it over to you.
We'll draw. I will set a card and throw it.
No, Alex, bro, what's going on, man? I'll draw for turn. Stand by phase, main phase. Alright, I'm gonna activate Giant True Nade. I'm gonna put everything back in our hands.
We're bouncing.
Alright. Is that a...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Nice.
I know you have MST, so like, even if I have anything, it's not like it matters.
I'll throw down Kaiku and I'll throw in some big damage there.
34, my monsters are gone.
They are. Cool. I'll go main 2. I'll reset the fort here. Your move.
Okay, now the order's switched up too, so I don't necessarily know what is what. I'll go to main 1. So I know you have a book and an MST back there somewhere, and I know you have a Suk in hand. So I have a decent amount of knowledge. I will set, and I will reset the fort myself. Go ahead.
Alright, dude. I will draw for turn. Stand by phase, main phase. I am going to activate at the start of my main phase 1, Cold Wave.
There it is. A man has cold waves. That tells me he probably wants to clean this game up in some capacity. He could also... I mean, I'm on pretty low life at this point. Yeah, I'll let it resolve.
Phew. All right, man. Say goodnight. I'm gonna tribute my sacred crane for the best tribute monster of the current era, released in Ancient Sanctuary. Zaborg.
End of Anubis. Oh, Zaborg! Oh, God.
He's gonna pop that face down and get it out of here.
Oh, it was my 80.
Yeah.
I'm living and then I saw Zaborg.
Battle. That is out. Dang, bro.
I know, but like, there was no point to use it because whatever MST was, you just popped it.
Yep, there was MST back here, the Book of Moon, and then the last card was a ring. I was just holding
Yeah, so you had that anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember, but A, I didn't have lights and darks, and B, even if I did summon it, you had ring.
Kaiku. I also had Kaiku, too. Can't bad.
So Kaiku was another problem anyway.
What were you on? Okay, so I kind of get like, because I was trying out this deck, I just didn't play Final Attack Orders, so I mean, you're kind of on like the Panda Burn type thing. What? It's a mix of Panda Burn and Pac-Man. What? I don't even know why I'm guessing. Just tell me.
I talked myself out of this again. I thought because in this set there's level limit area B and wall of revealing light, you were 100% going to go on burn because knowing I have limited access to spell and trap removal, I figured you were going to use that to your advantage and just be like, all right, get through level limit, get through gravity bind, get through wall of revealing light, and I'm just going to burn you with wave motions and whatever other burn cards that you like because it seemed, I guess that's what I would do if I was in your position, and so I was thinking that's what you're going to do. So my whole game plan was to just play under that entirely. Most of my deck was level 3 for both level limit and gravity bind. I had like 14 cards in my deck that are able to take out spells and traps. Even if they're not great, they could at least do it in some capacity. That's why you saw the dragon package come back. That's why Cliff was here. I even went deep, buddy. I was on fucking Lady Ninja Yay this episode.
Wow.
I was just convinced that this is what you were going to do. And
the way they're pronouncing yay,
back into my old deck as best I could because I committed too many cards to this deck to be able to like go back into it fully. So CED wasn't in the main deck, but I brought in like Shining Angel and the Lights and like better dark monsters just to go back into somewhat of my older deck. But I guess I just overestimated what you might be doing and figured, or underestimated the fact that you love CED so much.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the thing is, and something I did consider is I was popping between different decks with every episode. I was doing a whole bunch of changing around to keep you on your toes. I think this is the first time in a few episodes that I decided to double back on a deck that I really liked, and I think I didn't give this deck a fair enough chance with last episode. I do still think, bro, I think I just got sacked, man. That Jinzo and that second Retsu armor, now that I remember it's the one-up, dude, it didn't feel great. So I tweaked it up a little bit, I changed some things, and the standout card of this episode too, bro, the one that I actually chose to max out on, because I knew you were just going to have answers for it, was I ended up playing 2 of the My Body as a shield. I was playing 3 originally, but I bumped it down to 2 last minute, but My Body is very, very good, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think so. We have so many cards that just deal with stuff, because like we have Ring this time around, right? We have, it's just like now you have Zaborg, like Zaborg's another card for My Body if I was on it. I had to make sacrifices, and My Body was something I chose to relinquish. And so where the Panda comes in, and like where Final Attack Orders, is that if you were going to be playing some sort of burn deck, my logic was I need to have ways to be able to actually get damage and like actually get the clock on you. So Panda can actually hit over Wall of Revealing Light. Like I assume you'd only call like 2,000 for it. If I give you an Ojama trio, Panda gets to 2,300, so it can actually hit over a 2k attack Wall of Revealing while being level 3, so it's under level limit and gravity bind. It also, with Final Attack Orders, means that the tokens go to attack. Yep. So something like Cliff the Trap Remover can actually, not Wall of Revealing Light, but just like LLab Gravity Bind, this can hit a token and actually force like your cards to get popped. So if you have Wave Motion, anything like that. So I felt like a lot of thought into it if you were on the burn deck, but you just weren't on it. And so as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, this is going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah,
so
I just think this deck is superior in every way, man. Like I said, the Sacred Crane, the Dimension Fusion that I got to resolve last game and everything, I just really had to give it another shot because I think this deck is unbelievable.
Fair.
Still waiting to pull off the Yada Lock. Maybe someday.
Maybe. And, I guess I just need to stop trying to one-up every single time and just, play to my strengths. But that is how it is. Buddy, you want to know how my wheel went?
It never surprised me. How did it go?
It's the first ever for the Progression Series Season 2.
Oh, exciting. What'd you get?
I got the first ever Starlight Rare.
Oh my god! What? Okay, alright, so you get to pick any historical set that we've opened, so that means no structure decks or anything, but...
Correct.
Oh, Lord, bro, you get
What do
any
you think I
card.
picked, buddy?
I don't even know, man. The world's your oyster. Like, do you go all the way back to, like, LOB and get reborn or something like that? What do you... I don't even have a guess, man. You want to tell me?
Literally, I had to stop the recording because I said to the editor of the camera, I'm like, I need like 10 minutes to figure this out because we've gone through like 10 sets at this point already.
Yeah.
There's so many cards. So I had to narrow down, you'll see this in the episode, I had to narrow down to about 10 different cards. And then what I ended up doing was I narrowed it down to 5 because I thought the most logical conclusion was to pick a card that you already have because that way you're not likely to ban it.
Sure.
And so as a result of that, the 5 cards that were on my radar were Painful Choice, Change of Heart, Monster Reborn, Raigeki, and the card I actually ended up picking, which was Giant Trunade.
Oh, true. That's a good
I still have a Trunade.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, there's arguments for all of them, but I also figured too, my weakest part of my pool is the fact that I don't have Spell and Trap rule that's like generic. And so, while yes, not getting Raigeki or Change of Heart or Painful Choice or any of the others is a huge loss, I think just having generic access to this, I feel a bit safer moving forward, and I feel like it's safer that you're most likely not going to ban this card.
Yep.
If I picked Heavy Storm, that would 100% be on the chopping block for you.
So, get this, Alex. For the last 2 episodes, bro, I wasn't even playing at my full strength. There's been 2 cards that I would just neglected to put in my last 2 Progression Series decks because I forgot they existed, man. I did not play with Pot of Greed for the last 2 episodes, nor Imperial Order that I had. So I was like, wow, I got sacked by these 2 cards. I could have did them to you too. I just straight up didn't want to draw 2 in my deck. It was unbelievable.
I guess not. You know, I guess you didn't want to lose the deck out war, right?
Nah, I know, right, man? Do a tactical throwing, by the way, to make sure you don't get your, to make sure you don't get the 3-win streak. Oh my god.
I wasn't trying to throw. I was convinced you were on the bird deck. I was like, there's no way he's not going to do it.
I think this is, yeah, this list is too strong, though. I think it'll be good for the next few episodes here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Next up is Soul of the Duelist, and what I think people are going to most look forward to is actually the episode after that, because next episode, obviously. But Gage, there's one thing we haven't discussed yet, and that was actually what I got on my wheel this time around on Progression Series Season 2. I got the first ever band ticket.
Make it quick. Let me know what's not in my deck next week.
You know, I think it'd be a bit more...
Since the earliest days of civilization, humans have invented games to fill their time. As games develop, so do rules on how to play them, and as rules develop, many games grow to be more and more competitive. The ancient Greeks loved competitive games so much that they created a whole event in order to crown the best of the best in each individual sport, the Olympics. Of course, with rewards for competitive achievement on the line, the rules can become
This has
merely
been on my
points
watch
for
later
players.
for a long time now.
Incentives to find ways around the established rules become prevalent, and contention with rule makers drive competitors and fans into frenzies. Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy is seen by many as one of the greatest works of literature ever written. While two distinct parts see Dante traveling first through hell, then purgatory, and finally into paradise, most contemporary discussion of Dante's work center around the first part, Inferno. Dante's hell has become such a common depiction that many even believe it constitutes the Catholic Church's official teachings on the afterlife. Dante slowly descends into the abyss, describing in detail each circle of hell, with the inhabitants of each circle getting worse as he gets lower and lower. We can view various methods of dirty deeds in competitive games in much the same light, as circles that continually get lower and lower, until we as viewers start to question, is there any competitive integrity left? Before Dante begins his descent into the fiery depths, he reaches the vestibule where the ferryman Charon waits. Here is where the uncommitted rest. This area serves as a sort of intermediary point where people who are not fully good or evil will stay for eternity. In that same way, we can look at those guilty of unsportsmanship as belonging on our first circle of competitive dishonesty. While every game has rules around what displays of bad conduct are punishable, sometimes even punishments can feel like not enough. In baseball, many hitters have found themselves intentionally hit by a pitch, despite it granting them an automatic walk to first base. This bad conduct, accidental or not, can't really account for injury to the player, regardless of how serious it is. So while rule makers have negative incentives in place, unsportsmanship remains for some a serious threat to overall competitive integrity. While in the 21st century, many view the ancient Olympics as a bastion of athleticism and perhaps even masculinity, humans were finding ways to cheat even back then. Because it was so profitable for them to win, Greek athletes would often go so far as to use dried mushrooms, exotic herbal concoctions, and opioids-laced juice cocktails. Such attempts at making one's own body even stronger would continue into the early days of baseball, with amphetamines being introduced to players as early as the 1940s. If you want to believe some authors, legendary players such as Hank Aaron and Mickey Mantle tried amphetamines in order to gain a competitive advantage, although neither player got the desired outcome. Use of performance-enhancing drugs in the MLB wouldn't become household knowledge until the turn of the century. Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants was an all-star caliber player throughout the 1990s, becoming one of only 4 players in history to hit 40 home runs and steal 40 bases in a single season. By the end of the 1990s, he had multiple 40 home run seasons and had racked up 400 home runs and 400 stolen bases. Unfortunately, Bonds would suffer from multiple injuries in '99, causing him to miss 2 months of play at a time when he was on top of his career. But he bounced back, and seemingly better than ever. 2000 to 2004 would mark his most productive years of baseball, as he approached Willie Mays and then Hank Aaron's home run records. Eventually beat the record in August of 2007, something much bigger would loom over Bonds' career. In 2003, the pharmaceutical company Valco was revealed to have created and marketed an allegedly undetectable steroid towards athletes. A federal raid on the home of Bonds' personal trainer revealed a history of him using these performance-enhancing drugs from 2001 to 2003. While embroiled in the controversy, Bonds continued to play and maintain his innocence. In November of 2007, Bonds was indicted on 4 counts of perjury by a grand jury for lying in the Valco trials. Barry Bonds would not be re-signed by any team for the 2008 season. While Bonds was emblematic of the steroid scandals, the trials had revealed that many top-tier players were on the juice. The idea that baseball players could be on steroids started to become an open secret. Of course, sometimes the outcome of a game is decided before the game even starts by external factors. This is where we get into the concept of rigging. Going into the 1919 World Series, the bookies had the Chicago White Sox winning it with odds of 3-1 over the less impressive Cincinnati Reds, a win that would give Chicago its second victory in 3 years. On the mound was starting pitcher Eddie Knuckles Seacott, who led the league in wins, winning percentage, and